What's good, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, bam. So we're about to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. See what we got here. I like how GU is looking. Hey, what's going on, Shawn? What's going on? Yeah, I had an issue starting the stream. I had to delete some storage off of StreamYard, but it's all good. We're back at it. We're back at it. So I'm going to put GU on my other screen because I kind of like how GU is looking. So we're a little late to the party, but we're still about to see if we can jump into some stuff. Yeah, we're still about to see if we can jump into some stuff. All right, so I just got some alerts that just popped off. So we're about to go ahead and check those out. Yeah, but I like how GU is looking. Yeah, I like how GU is looking. London session did just start. So I got a few pairs I'm looking at. I'm about to go over those in just a second. Then we're also going to go over how yesterday went. So I like how CJ is looking as well. So we got some moves looking like they're about to try to start. So all JPY pairs have been slowly dropping. We see GJ dropping as well. So there's a lot of potential setups we can jump in on. Yeah, so I like how GU and GJ is looking. Started did a nice retest, and both of these look like they're trying to drop. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we're going to try to jump in on these. Let me go ahead and post this disclaimer. Yeah, my apologies for starting late. I was having some technical difficulties. Yeah, but I like how this is looking right here. All right, let me go ahead and mute that because that's about to go crazy. Yeah, so GU's starting to rip. We could have been able to get in that one, but like I said, I got into the stream a little bit late. That's my apologies, but we're about to see if we can jump into some other stuff. Yeah, so I'm about to jump into GJ. So I'm going to post the TPs right now in the channel. So give me 1 second. So SL for this, I'm looking at 159.60. Let's see here. So I'm writing the TPs up right now. Yeah, so this thing's already starting to dump. I already did a nice retest. But I look at some other pairs because there were some other pairs I liked as well. But we're about to jump in on this. I'm about to type the TPs up. We actually already hit TP1. So we're getting straight into the action. Like I said, GU would have been a nice one to jump in as well, but started the stream a little bit late. My apologies. But yeah, this would have been a nice one to go into as well. I had this literally marked up, and I think already started to rip. But we're in GU right now, so it's all good. So about to, all right, so we got some other stuff moving as we speak. So we're about to look at some other pairs in a second. I'll let that do its thing. So let's go to these pairs right here because I got some alerts. Ooh, this thing started. Yeah, so this London session candle is just causing price to do some interesting things right now. So these are strong candlesticks we're seeing all over the place. Let's see if gold is going in our favor because I want to look for another sell opportunity on gold. So depending on what the next 15 looks like or the next 5 minute, we can jump in on gold again. Just a repeat of yesterday. I'm getting a bunch of alerts popping off. And yeah, we see some crazy strong candlesticks to start this London session, which is interesting. So we're chilling at TP1. We're about to hit TP2. But let's pull up the other charts. Yeah, so we just got some crazy strong candlesticks. And if I'm not mistaken, there's not anything in particular popping off today to start off. Whoops, if I can go on the right date. Okay, so at 4, we got a member speaking. But now this is a strong London session, 3 o'clock candlestick. Like, look at this. We just hit TP2. That's crazy, but it does happen. Like I said, I was trying to start the stream, but like it wouldn't let me record this stuff. Wouldn't even let me start the stream. It's like if y'all have y'all's bell notified, like it was literally like would not let me start the stream. Instead of starting it, it kept on saying like scheduled for, and turn out how to like delete and clear some storage and all that stuff. But you know, it is all good. It is all good. So GBCAT is nice that it dropped like this because I was going to look for a sell setup. So we're going to see what this next 15 looks like and how it reacts to being underneath this level. And then we're also going to see what the next 15 looks like for gold because we could possibly do a repeat of yesterday. I literally had these marked off, as you can see, but you can't expect the candlestick to be that strong off rip. Like these are huge candlesticks we're seeing across the board right now. And these would have been some good sell setups. But hey, it is all good. At least I know that my analysis was correct. So now we're about to do exactly what I be preaching. We're about to practice exactly what I be preaching, which is just simply either waiting for the retracement or the next possible entry point. Excuse me. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to wait for the next possible entry point. We're not going to trip too much about that. We're in GJ right now. We're riding that wave. I'm not tripping too much. About to mark this off though. Those would have been some nice pips right there though. Those would have been some nice pips. So let me see how US30 is looking. So US30 started to drop as well. Yeah, so we're going to probably wait till it breaks back to this level here. And we're going to go from there. What was pushing here? That was interesting. I'm real curious to see what this next 15 is going to look like. Because this was a very strong candlestick off rip. Like we're about to hit the next TP if we didn't hit it already. We're like a pip away from hitting the next TP. It's a very strong candlestick. Very strong candlestick. Actually, we did hit it. So we're going to hit TP3. So this is your first time on the stream. Of course, make sure to hit that like button, hit that bell, and subscribe, because we don't live trade every day. We usually, again, technical difficulties, but hey, we're getting straight to the action. It's all good. But also hit that first link in the description. Join the free Telegram. That way you know what my TPs are. And also, I might call out some other trades. So let me see what GBP had. Okay, GBP has at a good spot right there. So let me see. I had a list of some other pairs I was looking at. So let me see what else is going down. Damn, I had a bunch of stuff. And like this candlestick, like this is just a strong. Let's delete that. I literally moved this over. Like we see the moves are repeating itself from yesterday. But I literally had this marked off. And this is just a strong 15-minute candlestick off rip. There ain't nothing I can do about that. We got stuff ripping left and right. I wanted to jump in this as well. We can still jump in on this. It just won't be a 1 to 3 risk to reward. It'll be about a 1 to 2, which is still not crazy. I mean, it's still a good trade setup. So we could possibly jump in on that. But we want to see what the next 15 looks like. But yeah, we see everything continuing the downtrend and bearish momentum. So I like how New Zealand CAD is looking as well. Looks like we're about to finish the move or repeat the move from yesterday on a lot of these pairs. That's what I'm seeing right now, at least. Which is another issue for me. Like we literally see SPX repeating itself. We see NAS repeating itself. We see US30 repeating itself. Gold potentially about to repeat itself. Yeah, this is a strong candlestick, so don't be too surprised because we do have this wall of price we just came to a halt at. And during yesterday's stream, we kind of went over these levels of traffic and walls of price. So don't be too surprised if we see a retracement candlestick. It's either going to try to continue to rip down or we could potentially see a retracement candlestick. So don't be too shocked about that. But yeah, let me go ahead and write up some of these other setups before this next 15 pops off. And I'm going to catch up to the comments in a second. As you can see, this was a huge 15-minute candlestick, especially compared to yesterday. Entry SL. So SL for this, I'm looking around 61.85. Looking at 61.85. All right, so new 15 just started. About to see what these are talking about. I like how CJ is looking too. Like I said, the trade's still valid. We're just gonna be missing a little pips. It's not gonna be a 1 to 3 no more. It's gonna be a around a 1 to 2, but still a valid setup. 143, so 143, 40, 35. But we're about to see what this next 15 is looking like. All right, so sure enough, we're seeing the slight retracement on GJ. Well, all these pairs, really. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it on all these pairs. Yep, sure enough. Which is all good. So I want to pay attention to gold, though. So I'm going to pay attention to, obviously, the trade with GJ. I like gold, too. So I want to see how it reacts to retesting this level twice. One a little bit lower than last time, as we can see right here. So I want to see if we can go for another gold sell. We're kind of around the same entry as we was last time. Yeah, well, that was a very strong candlestick offer. It was not expecting that. That kind of threw me off guard with all these setups. I had all these setups marked off. And they kind of, if we would have entered, we'd be fine. But As y'all know, I usually don't really enter stuff until around 3 o'clock or until after that 3 o'clock candle. So New Zealand CAD is looking nice. Let's see what GBP CAD is looking like. So GBP pairs doing slight retest. I like how New Zealand CAD is looking. Yeah, everything is bearish. At least most of the pairs I'm looking at, everything's bearish. Everything's nice and bearish. So gold's doing a retest. We're going to let that do its thing. I was looking at some other pairs. We're going to go how we did yesterday in a second. Yeah, so I like how New Zealand CAD and GP CAD are looking. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to write this up as well because I do like how this is looking. You know, I sound congested. That's because it's that time of the year. And my left nostril is just broken right now. Entry SL. So SL for this. Let me thin this back out. I'll throw myself off. Looking at around 515. 515. Cool. Yeah, so we're seeing some retracement slightly on GJ. I like how New Zealand CAD is looking. Looks like it's about to try to break those levels. So let's take a closer look at New Zealand CAD. Definitely is bearish. Definitely a good position for sell setup. Looks like it did a nice retest. So we might jump in on this. Go back to gold. Yeah, I like how gold's looking too. So I'm about to set an alert for right here for price. Hopefully that works the way I'm trying to get it to. That's not. I want to be notified when it breaks through it. It's not really doing what I wanted it to do, but it's all good. So let's see what these other JPY pairs are up to. Yeah, but I had all these marked off. It's good to know that my analysis played out. But again, this is a strong candlestick to start the stream. But it happens. Like I always say, you don't control the markets. So you want to be on time or be ready, waiting for the move. Just waiting for price to go to where you want it to go. But we jumped in on one of them, so it's all good. Take a closer look at this. Let's do that. Let's go 1 to 5. Let's focus on that really quick. Full move will be on 1 to 5. Like how this is looking. Yeah, this looks like it's going to try to keep dropping down. Gold just turned red as well. Yeah, so I like how these pairs are looking. We back on. What's up? What's up? What's going on, Joseph? What's going on, Enoch? I see y'all in here. Yeah, so for a lot of these pairs, bearish momentum has started and entered the party. Bear momentum has entered the chat. Some retracements are due, though. There are some retracements that are due. But for now, we're going to be strictly looking for sales. So we're going to go for another sell here in a second, most likely. I also like how New Zealand CAD is looking as well. GJ, as you see, did a retracement. Like I said, was most likely going to happen. Let's wait for this to refresh. Is it going to refresh? There we go. Did a slight retracement, which is not too shocking. That's pretty was to be expected. Nothing too crazy. But I do like how a lot of these setups are looking. Do like how a lot of these setups are looking. Do like how a lot of these setups are looking. So I'm gonna write up some more of these plays. Yeah, I like how GBP CAD is looking. I like how New Zealand CAD is looking. I like how gold's looking. Excuse me. Yeah, I like how these are looking right here. You know, they look like they're about to try to drop. New Zealand CAD's doing a retracement, retest. CJ's doing a retest as well. Yeah, so we got some retests going on. I'm looking at gold still. Yeah, I like how these are looking though. So we might be jumping on. Let's see what the indices are up to. Just out of curiosity. So yeah, we're seeing the retracement candle after that huge drop to the downside, which is fine for us because that's just going to work out in our favor. Yeah, I like how gold's looking though. So I'm gonna keep an eye on gold on my other screen. And I'm gonna be looking at, all right, so we got some retests going on. So we're gonna be seeing what the next 15 looks like. Because looking at gold, there's definitely some what you call some imbalances that need to be filled up from Friday. Kind of yesterday as well, but mainly Friday. So we can definitely see that happening. But yeah, so we're seeing a bunch of retracements right now, which is normal. So we're about to see what this next 15 is looking like. About to see what this next 15 is looking like. So while we do that, we're gonna pull up how we did yesterday. So I went over this trade yesterday as well. I did not call this trade out, but it's still going as planned. But this is how we did yesterday. Let me go back on gold. I got gold on my other screen. So let me pull up. Just scared through this. The CJ is still trying to drop down. Yeah, so there's a lot of trades we could have jumped in on. There's still some setups we can jump in on. Like AJ is still valid, just like CJ. We see them still trying to drop down. Yeah, so GPY pairs are still trying to drop. So this is what we do. So gold's retesting that level. Showing you what I see on my other screen. So USD pairs are retracing, which is fine, which was to be expected. JPY pairs are still trying to drop though. JPY pairs are still trying to drop. Yeah, so CJ is dropping. AJ is dropping. So like I said, CJ was still valid and it's going still according to plan. It's kind of moving a little bit better than GJ, but GJ is following suit as well. Give me 1 second. Yeah, these are moving. So I'm gonna enter this as well. This is I'm looking at SL for this 92.30. If I'm quiet, that's because I'm typing up some stuff. So just bear with me, y'all. Just bear with me. 15, 90.70. All right, cool. So I posted this is a members only setup right here. I posted this in the advanced play signal room. Got about 2 minutes until the next 15 pops up. So we see GBPJPY retesting that level, but we see GJ just hit another TP. So we just hit another TP. TP4 just got hit. So make sure that like button, y'all. Make sure that like button. D8 45. 45. Great London session so far. So gold's still retesting that level. So we're going to leave that alone. Indexes are retesting those levels as well. As we can see, GU's doing a retest as well. So all the USD pairs are retracing, which is doing exactly what I was telling y'all. Again, don't chase the trade. Just either wait for the retracement or wait for the next possible place to enter. And right now we see the Canadian USD pairs are doing retracements. And the JPY pairs are tanking. So new 15 to just start. Give me 1 second. $91.30. So we're about to hit another TP here. So let's see what these other pairs are up to. Gold's about to reattempt to break below this level. If it can break below this level and stay underneath it, I'll feel inclined for a sell setup. GBPJPY is doing that. Let me see what else is moving. AU looking like they're about to reattempt to drop down. Let's go take a look at GJ. GJ trying to drop down as well. Yeah, definitely good start to the live stream so far. Hit that like button. Make sure to hit that like button. So gold reattempting. We're going to see if we can break through that level. Let's see what the indexes are up to. They're reattempting as well. Not really at the entry I want though. So I might just leave these alone till possibly closer to New York because we missed that ideal entry. That initial drop. So we're just going to leave those alone. Just going to leave those alone. So I'm gonna pay attention to gold still though. I'm gonna go back to AM because I'm curious. So that's rejecting that level, which isn't too much of a shock. So I think we're about to hit another TP off AJ this time. Let me see. Yeah, so we just hit another TP on AJ. And then if y'all enter CJ, y'all should be blue as well. Yeah, so great start to the day so far. Our screen should be nice and blue right now. Gold just broke back below that level, which is nice. We want to see if we can stay underneath that level. Yes, CJ tanking. That thing ripped. Canadian pairs doing a retracement, which is fine. So the USD pair is about to try to drop. So I'm going to write some of these plays up. 6955. Go put this back on. GJ. Yeah, so great start to the day so far. I'm gonna be right back, y'all, because I gotta blow my nose really quick. All right, y'all, I'm back. All right, so while these are playing out, let me put my other screen back up. So gold's still struggling to break back below that level. So we're gonna just leave those alone for now. Let's see if there's anything else we could hop in on. Canadian pairs are retracing. USD pairs are retracing. So we're just gonna let them retrace. So we're just gonna focus on the JPY pairs for now. Because again, like I mentioned in yesterday's stream, strictly only looking for sales for gold and the USD pairs as of now. Strictly only looking for sales. So it was going up. Not too concerned about that. Just gonna wait for the next level I have for the sell setup. Strictly only looking for sales. Strictly only looking for sales. Strictly only looking for sales. Yep, so a new 5-minute did just start. We see gold try to push back down. GJ is dropping. Y'all screen should be nice and blue. Y'all entered AJ with us, me and the members. Y'all screen should be double blue. No one's screen should be red right now. No one's screen should be red right now. So we're about to hit the next TP. We're about 1 pip away. All right, TP5 hit. Make sure that like button, y'all. Make sure to subscribe as well. All right, because we do this every day. Usually not off to such a strong, crazy start. Actually, we just hit TP6. So we're up about 30 pips in about 30 minutes. This trade alone. This trade alone. Gold's still trying to drop down, but it's not doing it yet. AJ, we probably hit some TPs. No, we're almost there. CJ probably tanking still. Yeah, so we enter CJ actually nice and blue. Decided to enter AJ instead. Doesn't really matter. Let's go back at these USD pairs and see what's going on. Yeah, so they're pushing up. They're pushing up. So we're going to let that do its thing. Let that do its thing. So we're almost at the bottom of the zone. Members know what that means. So this next 5 minutes. Again, don't be too shocked. Going to see some retracements. So make sure to not let your screens turn red. Nobody's trade should turn out red. Nobody should lose money off either one of these trades. We're nice and deep in profit on both these trades. These are the only things we're going to mess with for right now, because everything else is still kind of ranging. So we're just going to let those things range, then go from there. So right now I'm just out of curiosity looking and seeing what these other pairs are up to. I think we're just going to be chilling for right now. I think we're going to be chilling for right now. Yeah, we're going to be just chilling for right now. So this was the move we was waiting for yesterday. Retrace, hit the top of the zone, dropped. Let's go back on the 15. Yeah, but we're just gonna be chilling right now. We're just gonna let these trades ride out. See, they're gonna keep on dropping. See what this next 15 looks like. A new 5 minute did just start. When we look to the left, see why we were wicked or rejecting this level. We got these walls and levels of traffic to the left. It doesn't mean it's impossible to break through, but you can see us trying. You can see us trying. Like my disclaimer says, first link in the description. When TP says you're going to reject the breakthrough. So we see it rejecting right now. You see it attempting to try to break through. So just keep an eye on your charts. And again, if you're happy with your profits, feel free to close. Because not every TP is going to get hit all the time. Especially off the first dive down or pump up, depending on whether we're in a buy or sell. But we're in sells right now. So he'll be the dive down. So yeah, gold, I wouldn't be too shocked if it retraces. I still want to look for strictly sales, but it hasn't broken the stay below that level yet. So we could possibly see a retracement to around the middle of the zone here. Because again, we got some huge imbalance. We got a huge imbalance on the daily. That's yet to be filled up. Then we also have a few imbalances on the 4-hour time frame. that need to be filled up. This hasn't been fully filled up yet. This one hasn't been filled up yet, or this one, excuse me. So I could look for a sell around this price, or down here again. Preferably, I want to look for a sell down here, but if it decides to push up, we'll be looking at sells at these next two locations and spots right here. I already have alerts on them for when price comes to them, but as we can see, gold is still attempting to try to drop down. All right, I called this trade live yesterday. Give me 1 second. All right, bam. Cool. I was marking something off. Yeah, let's see what these USD pairs are up to. So yeah, they're still retesting those levels. They're still treating these levels as resistance levels. Got a couple minutes to the next 15. So we're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. We also see GBP CAD about to return to break below this level. Let's see New Zealand CAD's doing the same thing. Sure enough, we see New Zealand CAD doing the same thing. So we're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. That's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to see what this next 15 looks like. We see the JPY pairs are really tempting to pump down. So while that's going on, this is how we did yesterday. So we went 5-0 yesterday. All these trades we entered and were called live. All 5 of these trades were called in yesterday's live stream. So Euro New Zealand TP6 got hit. We caught 30 pips. Euro USD, all TVs got hit. We caught 56 pips. Gold trade. Huge gold trade. All TVs got hit. We caught 1,100 pips. New Zealand CAD, TP5 got hit. We caught 30 pips. And then US30 TP2 got hit. We caught 6,100 pips. Total was 7,316 pips. 7,200 of those pips strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. Third link in the description. Everything is currently on sale. But ending the day 5-0, which is not bad start to the week. And we're currently 2-0 right now today because we're 2 for 2 right now. Going to try to see if we can make it 4-0, if not 5-0. So gold has dropped back down below. So we want to see a close here, and then we want to see what the next 15 is looking like. But yeah, I do like how GB CAD and New Zealand CAD are trying to look. I do like how these two are looking. And I would like to jump in on sales on these. I'm not against AE or GU either, but for now we're just going to leave those alone. But I do like how new 15 did just start. So we're going to see what this 15 is looking like. So they're starting out green. Might see some more retests and retracements happening. Yeah, so they're still chilling for right now. I still like these as sales, but still going to just wait for them to try to reach and make my confirmations. So we're just going to be chilling on that. So we're still going to be just strictly in these two trades right now. So I'm about to pull up some of these pairs on my other screen just to keep an eye on them. But yeah, for now, we're just going to be chilling because it broke back below. GBPJPY broke back below the daily time frame right here, this daily zone. It's currently trading as resistance, but I want to wait for it to break through this orange line and meet a couple more confirmations before I feel comfortable entering the sell. So we see some slight retracements on all pairs right now. We see them also in the trades we're currently in, AJ and GJ. We are still deep in profit. So we're about to see if we can break through these levels right here. They're trying to, so we're going to see if we can. But we literally caught this entire hour candlestick down so far. Huge rip to the downside. Got this imbalance right here. Just out of curiosity, let me see something. Yeah, so we could see some retracements happening soon. This matches up with my zones pretty nicely. Yeah, so make sure to keep an eye on your charts. Move SR profit, take partials, whatever y'all do. Just make sure any trade that is at least hit like TP3, you should not let it your screen turn red off those trades. So gold looks like it's about to attempt to drop down. So we may re-enter this and go for round 2, day 2 on it. We might just do that. The other USD pairs aren't following suit though, which is interesting. Yeah, but I do like how this is looking right here. So let's see if we can break these levels here. And if we can, we might jump in on this. If we can, we might jump in on this. Yeah, but for now, we're just going to be patiently waiting. Got my alerts. So I'm about to put my alerts back on the Canadian pairs. That way, if they drop back down, I can just jump on those pairs and see. But for now, they're doing, healthy retracements. But like I said, I'm still strictly looking for sales. Strictly looking for sales. But retracements would not be too shocking. Got a nice rejection work on the daily candlestick yesterday. Then on top of that, we're right back above this daily level. And the same thing, we had this huge imbalance from Friday. We probably got a couple on the smaller time frame. So yeah, I'm still gonna be looking for strictly sales. But if it wants to retrace, we're gonna let that do its thing. But still just strictly looking for sales as of now on the Canadian pairs and the USD pairs. So the JPY pairs are continuing to try to tank down. Trades are going crazy right now. Let's see what these are up to. These are pushing back up. So I'm going to set an alert right here and see if, it's going to try to drop back down. Because we can see the downtrend potential begin on these indexes. Still slight bullish momentum, but that can change this week. That can definitely change this week. Yeah, but the GPY pairs are attempting to try to continue to drop down. So we're going to see if they can do so. Canadian pairs are still trying also, as we can see right here. Gold is trying as well. I do like how gold's looking. Yeah, it's trying to drop down. It's got this wall right here. It's kind of struggling to break. But it's definitely trying. Yeah, so I'm going to enter gold as well. So I just posted the TPs in the channel. GBCAD looks like it's trying to go on a move as well. Yeah, GBCAD is trying to drop as well. Posted the TPs. I mixed GBCAD and TPs together. I posted the TPs in the channel. That's going to be a free play. And of course, if you don't see what I see on any of these setups, you don't have to enter. But these are all trades. Like I said in the disclaimer, these are all trades I'm personally entering. If you don't agree with my analysis, you don't have to enter. But I'm personally entering all the trades I post. I personally enter. JPY pairs are kind of stopping right now, but it makes sense why they're stopping. But we're going to see if they can continue to drop. Let me see here. I like how GBPJPY is looking too. So this may be the last trade for now. We might enter, but it's not going to enter yet. I'm going to wait to see what the next 15 looks like because I still got some work to do. Still got some work to do. It is trying to drop though, but it still got some work to do. Gold's dropping. SPX is trying to drop still as well. So now I'm just looking at a curiosity. USD, this is the play we caught yesterday. I don't know if any members are still in it, but I am. I'm going to see if we can hit the bottom of the zone. Like I mentioned to y'all in the video I gave y'all yesterday, before New York session yesterday. But yeah, I'm still holding that trade from yesterday. GU looks like it's about to try to drop, probably following gold's lead. GBPJPY just broke this level, so we can stay underneath this level. We might enter this the next 15 as well. We got a new 5 minute about to start in about a minute and a half. Those just joining, we're in 3 trades currently. We're in this one. I'm not telling y'all to enter this one because we're already had TP 5 or something with this one. So I would not suggest entering this. The move already started. It started all the way up here. Really up here, but we entered right here. Then we also entered Asia. Same thing. It's kind of retraced back up, but we hit some TPs already on this one. Just jumped into gold. We're about 80 pips away from the first TP. And then we may enter GC, this next candlestick, depending on what it do. The GU doing a retest and it's dropping. AU probably about to try to do the same thing. Oh, AU is still chilling. Yeah, so we might be on GC this next 15. For now, we're just chilling right now. We're about to hit this next TP. We're going to hit TP1 on gold in a second. New 5 minute just started. Let's see if we can hit this before the next 15. We're a couple pips off. Let me see what GBPJPY is doing on my other screen. Yeah, but we're up to a great start right now. Great start right now. Great start right now. I think we barely missed it. By a few pips. But we still got time. I want to see if we can hit before this next 15. Well, that's doing this thing because I know it gets camera shy when I put it on the spot like that. But we can see right here, GC is back underneath this level. But as you can see, this orange line right here, you can see by the rejection wick, it's reacting off that level and rejecting, which is exactly why I want to wait to see if price can stay underneath that level right there. Because if we can stay underneath that level, then we have a higher chance of price continuing to pump to the downside, at least long enough for us to hit some TPs and catch some pips. So that's why I have that level marked off and I'm waiting for price to break and stay underneath that level. Goal is literally right there. We're a few pips away from TP1. About to see if we can hit it. And TP1 just got hit. So if you ain't already, hit that like button, y'all. Make sure hit that like button. I think some people might have missed the GJ setup. If y'all did, it happens. You're gonna miss setups. This one was a little bit quicker than the trades we entered yesterday. That happens. I can't, if it was up to me, I'd like all these setups to, be done in 30 minutes. But I can't control the markets. So if y'all missed that GJ setup, I'm not even gonna apologize because it has nothing to do with me. But I do see some people did miss that setup or kind of upset about that. But that has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with me. I can't control the markets. Like I said, I had some technical difficulties start the stream right at London session, and the 3 o'clock candle was a strong candlestick on literally every pair, at least the pairs that I like to watch. I didn't expect that to happen. That's why yesterday I was like, you want to be early for the setup. You want to be at the finish line waiting for price to pass it, for it to reach your key price level. You want to know where you want to enter a trade at, and then you want to patiently wait for price to come to that level. But yeah, great start to the day so far. Definitely a great start to the day so far. Make sure to follow me on both Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it at the bottom of y'all screen at playmaker_way. TikTok playmaker way. Same spelling as the YouTube. I post every day on both pages. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok, so I post that stuff on Instagram. And I post some stuff differently from Instagram on TikTok. So make sure to follow me on both. If you want to contact me directly, DM me on Instagram. I respond to all messages within the day. Got any questions, hit me up on there, and I'll be happy to answer and help y'all out if I can. So make sure to follow me on those. If you're interested on how to identify these key levels, these blue and golden lines that we've been trading off of consistently, all right, we caught some huge moves yesterday off these levels. We caught some huge moves today off these levels. Enter some nice setups off these trades, off these levels. Click that second and third link in the description. Courses out. Also do one-on-one mentorships, or if you want to be notified and have access to all my trades, all my signals, as well as before New York session, update on the trades we entered during London session and or Asian session, and a price watch list for New York. Join the advanced play signal room. Everything's on sale. Got monthly, yearly, and lifetime. Everything's on sale. All three of those are on sale. Courses on sale as well as the one-on-one sessions. The one-on-one sessions, you get 2 a week. They're hour long, and they're recorded and sent to you same day. The one-on-one sessions are on your schedule. Obviously, if I'm booked a certain day, a certain time, we won't be able to, do our thing. But, I'm going to tell you the days I do have open and the times, and then whatever day or time works best for you, that's how we set it up. But you get 2 of those a week. With the one-on-one sessions, you also get access to the advanced play signal room. It's kind of like a bundle. So make sure to check that out. Also, make sure to check out the 2 videos I dropped last week, going over how to trade news, and then I also broke down 2 trades that we entered live before the news even popped off. Now, speaking of news, I don't know why it keeps on sending me to last week. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But anyways, speaking of news, don't really got nothing too crazy going on. We got Fed Chair Powell speaking at 12, so that might affect the markets a little bit. Then at 12:30, we got a governor speaking for Canada. That's about it. Wednesday at 9:15, we got a member speak, FOMC members speaking for, USD pairs. Then another one at 1:45 EST. Then Thursday we got GDP red folder news going into London session 4:45 a.m. Got a couple orange folder. We got some unemployment claims for the USD 8:30. Then Friday, we got the GDP hour before. London starts. Then New York session. Got some Canadian news. Then at 10 a.m., got some USD news. And then the FOMC member speaking at 12:30 as well. So it was a pretty clean week compared to last week, but that's pretty standard. The end of the month, beginning of the month, first week, last week of the month, usually, and then, new quarters and stuff like that. That's usually when the high impact news comes around the corner, which makes sense. It was not too much of a surprise or shock there. So we do see some retracements happening, like I said, was to be expected. One, because we hit these levels of traffic to the left. Two, because we're close to the zone right here. And three, because we did have a huge drop off rip. So gold, y'all should be still nice and blue on gold though. Gold's still pumping nicely. We're still past TP1, so it's still doing its thing. Let's go to GPCAD. So yeah, USD pairs we're gonna leave alone for now. They're kind of struggling to do their thing. GBPJPY also. So we're just gonna let those retrace and do their thing. Not even gonna stress about these. We're just gonna let them do their thing for now. Yep, everything's retracing, which is fine. So we're just gonna let these do their thing. We're gonna just let these do their thing. Again, no more screen. Should be turning red. All right. Hit multiple TPs on GJ and AJ. We're still past TP1 on gold. So we're just chilling right now. Okay, I can check US30. I got you. I got you. Let's see what we see. Okay, refresh. So I'm leaving US30 alone still. It's not an entry for me right now. It's not an entry. It's still kind of choppy, kind of nice move, but it's not really at an entry. It's kind of just chilling between my zones right now. So I'm just going to let it do its thing. So as of now, I'm just leaving US30 alone. I'd rather trade NAS, SPX, than ESTX anyways, because they're a lot cleaner. US30's kind of just been chilling and ranging. Still got some bearish momentum. It's underneath this level of price right here, so it still is some bearish momentum, but it's not really at an entry for me as of now. So let's go over NAS and SPX. But before we do that, let me pull up some charts on my other screen so I don't get sidetracked or miss something. All right, cool. And then let me just check on GJ really quick. All right, cool. So as we can see here on the daily time frame, because of the daily time frame for US30, looks completely different. NAS looks completely different. It's a lot cleaner. So I'm personally going to leave US30 alone. I messed with US30 yesterday because it was at a level, but it's not really at a key level right now. So I'm leaving US30 alone. And then just strictly looking at the structure, I'd rather mess with NAS, SPX, than the USTX anyways, because they just got cleaner looking charts and price movement and flow on the bigger time frames. But like I said, yesterday we hit this huge imbalance here. So that is what's caused the retracement. Also at the top of the zone here, which is a strong support resistance level, as we can see right here. So that's why there is some bearish momentum. Overall, we are still technically still bullish, but that can change these next couple of days. Price has been treating this level as a resistance. So there is some bearish momentum, but that can very much change when it hits this price level here around 12,360 or 12,180-ish, 12,170. That can change. Price can push back up potentially. But if it breaks below this level and continue and treats this level as a resistance around 12,160, then I'll be inclined and confident to believe the downtrend is upon us. Right now, there is still bearish momentum, which is why I'm still looking for sells. But on the bigger time frames, it's still slightly bullish from the flow, but that can change within these next couple of days. So that's what I see with all the indexes. That's including SPX. That's including US30. As you can see, the past couple of days, what have we seen? Strictly only sell setups. You know what I mean? Strictly only sell setups. Go on the daily time frame. You see it's still bullish momentum, especially if we zoom out. Right? Extremely bullish. But if we look at the past few days, kind of similar. Hit this wall of traffic right here. Been dropping, treating this level from a support level to resistance. But as you can see, it's been respecting this level here. Let me highlight it so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Like I always say, a strong resistance can turn to a strong support. Right? This was resistance. Now it's being treated as support. Past 2 days, it's hit this level, rejected back up. So still treating this as a strong support level. So until it really breaks this level and drops down, and especially after it breaks this level and treats the resistance and drops down, I'm still going to say overall still some bullish momentum. So I'd only look for sells around this range right here until it breaks below this. Gold's doing a retest. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. GJ is going for another attempt to the downside. AJ is about to reattempt as well. CJ is about to reattempt as well. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking at for US30 and all those. I'm honestly leaving these alone for now. SPX pumping back up, which is not surprising. Even SPX, same thing. This 4-hour level just bobbed. It's just been bobbing back and forth. Drop. So it's only really been like scalp setups, but still sells. Literally done the same thing 4 different times. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Not really gonna be messing with anything else. Would like to look for a GP CAD New Zealand CAD sell, but for now they're doing some retracements or just staying above this level. So we're just gonna let those do their thing for now. Just gonna be letting these trades do their thing, the ones we're currently in, and we're gonna be watching the indexes still. But like I said, they're not really at any good entries right now. So just going to be letting them do their thing. Just going to be keeping an eye on them. This is coming back to a good entry, but we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. Then maybe determine from there what we're going to do. But for now, I'm just going to leave the indexes alone. Yeah, but I hope that helped you out. But yeah, that's what I see for US30. So just going to leave that alone. And then honestly, if you're going to mess with some indexes, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But like I said, like, you know, tell me what you see, you know. What looks a lot cleaner on the daily time frame? US30, NAS, or SPX? I mean, US30 or NAS or SPX? What looks cleaner? You know what I mean? US30 is extremely choppy right now on the daily time frame, right? We even see that on the 4-hour. Extremely choppy. So SPX is pumping back at this level. So I'm going to see what it decides to do. We'll see what it decides to do. Yeah, but we're seeing price do some retracements. And yeah, we're just going to let these play out. Like I said, we caught a huge amount of pips on GJ, so nobody should be letting the screen to the red on this. Hit TP1 on gold. But yeah, we're going to be chilling right now. I'm going to see you on tomorrow's live stream. Let's just hit another alert. All right, yeah, so this is back at the daily level. So it's going to be interesting to see what the next 15 looks like. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Got some stuff to edit, some stuff to post. and workout and stuff like that. But as we can see, all these pairs are retracing back up. See all these pairs retracing back up. Yeah, so I'm gonna see what the next 15 looks like. Yep. And just been watching the indexes to see how they react to these levels. That's what most of trading is. It's patiently waiting for your setups and then just watching and observing, what price is doing. Yeah, but overall, USD pairs and gold are bearish. Like I said, we do got some imbalances that could be trying to get retraced and filled out these next couple of days. So while those are getting retraced, while those retracements are happening, just going to be looking at sell setups at those key price levels. But yeah, it is bearish as of now. Going to be strictly looking for sells on the USD gold pairs and Canadian pairs until otherwise. So these pumps up, I'm not really too worried about that. Because again, retracements are needed for good flow. So it's going to be looking at sells for these next levels. You're going to look for a sell here or here. If it doesn't break back below that. And then same thing with GBPCAD. Going to be looking for, it looks like it's trying to drop down though. I kind of like this candlestick formation. But as you can see, it's extremely bearish and we've been doing nothing but catching sells. Caught a nice sell here, nice sell there, nice sell here on that news day. Missed the sell setup yesterday. So I want to see if we can catch a sell today. But at that same time, we could see we could see price either retrace here and then pump down, or we could see a lower high be made here and then price drop back down. But still looking for sells because we did hit a strong support resistance level right here, which is also probably why price is retracing, because we see on Friday price hit this level, rejected off of it. You see the rejection wick right there. Then you see yesterday price hit that level, rejected, closed above it. And we see price doing the same thing. So we could possibly see a healthy retracement here. They look for a sell setup there. But strictly only looking for sells on these pairs. Like even if it pushes up, could possibly ride the wave up. But I rather look strictly for sells on these pairs because that's the flow of price right now. On the bigger time frames, it is bearish at the moment. So if everything's showing me sells, only gonna look for sells. Everything's showing me buys, only gonna look for buys. But yeah, like I said, we've seen some retracements happen. Could try to dump back down, but again, the whole idea of trading is to grow your accounts. All right, and being deep in profit and watching that disappear, even if it's going to potentially drop back down, especially if you're new to trading, that can mess you up mentally. So if that's happened to you before, or again, if you're just happy with your profits, feel free to close. Because like I went over yesterday, not every trade, and in the disclaimer, of course. Where's the disclaimer? And in the disclaimer, of course, not every trade is guaranteed to go all the way to the final TP or in our favor. This is how we did yesterday. Pretty good day yesterday. Went 5-0. We're currently 3-0 today. But yeah, we see the retracements happening. So just keep an eye on your charts. We're almost at 450 subs, y'all. Make sure to hit that sub button. If you ever learned something from my videos or you made some money today or last week, yesterday, doesn't matter. Make sure to hit that sub button. Do appreciate it. And I'm going to see y'all in tomorrow's stream. Let's see what these are up to. So yeah, these are pushing back up. Just gonna delete that for now. We'll see how price reacts to these levels and see if we can jump into these going into New York session. But yeah, let's see you on tomorrow's stream.